I decided that since I was here, I might as well ask. The whistling man, is he your son? She raised the pipe again and puffed at it, her expression turning from vaguely pleasant to remote in a finger snap. Little wiry hairs, pure white, had worked loose of her coronet and glinted in the sunshine, curling vigorously. A whistling man, eh? I saw him the other night, coming down the path. If he wasn't related to her, maybe she needed to know someone was walking down towards her house at night. You saw him? Not afraid, just curious. Of course, if she'd lived out here for a long time, maybe she had a shotgun or something. He had long hair, and he whistled. You heard him? Yes, I did. Huh. She nodded, as if it confirmed some private guess. Well then, go home and tend to your beans, missy, and come back tomorrow, early. Come back? I probably sounded like an idiot. I didn't even think to wonder how she knew I'd left beans on the stove. This time, her mouth widened into a genuine smile, those teeth peeping out at me. Were they dentures? If they were, they had to be expensive ones. They looked real, and the canines looked, well, they looked sharp. Very sharp. Yes, come back. You can help me in the garden, and I'll teach you a few things. You want a job, don't you? My mama says, but I shut myself up and studied her in return. Iyaga. Maybe that name was Japanese, but it didn't matter. Money spends the same all the way around, as Mama said. What Daddy said was full of swears. What kind of job? Your mama says what kind of job? You got her in your pocket, little doll, eh? Weeding, watering, helping an old woman. 30 of your dollars a week, and you earn them. It wasn't good money, but still, it was something. And close to home. I can't come on Sundays. For some reason, she found that funny. She wheezed, laughing in the gate, and turned from a leather-skinned statue into a merry old woman with tilted eyes, a red shawl, and an infectious chuckle. Wiping her cheeks, she finally chortled herself to a stop, and the aspens shivered around us. Or should you, little girl? I turn into a monster on Sundays. Come back tomorrow. With that, she turned around and shuffled inside the gate. I stood there, jaw hanging suspiciously loose, and gathered myself enough to catch the gate's surprisingly solid weight. I swung it closed and latched it with a click, and she laughed again. She vanished into the green of the garden, muttering something to herself in a language full of consonants, even though I called, "I'll be here tomorrow morning, ma'am," after her. And that's how I started working for Granny Iyaga.